Intoxicating your kiss, intoxicating your
I
lips.
cannot believe that tonight is finally here. I feel like you guys were engaged forever, and now all of a sudden, your night has come.
Feeling out of control, beautifully so. What's coming over me? It's a total eclipse of rationality. I don't usually say this, I don't usually play this.
Jessica and Brian, you have come here in the presence of the church to celebrate your marriage. Today marks a new beginning in the lives of both of you.
How could I go home when I feel like I belong in your arms? It's like champagne, feel it pouring in my veins. Yeah, I got myself too drunk on you to drive, so I'm crashing here tonight.
You are joining yourselves to each other to become one without losing your individuality. Becoming one does not happen overnight. It is something that you will learn and become better at as you share your married life together.
So I'm crashing here tonight. Hey, are you really this good? Damn, are you really this good? Baby, it's just like a drug. I'd bottle you up if I could.
Growing up, Jessica was a classic tomboy.
I actually remember the first time I saw her.
She would always be wearing sweatpants or track pants, an extra large t-shirt, a baseball cap, and some sort of massive chain around her neck.
However, this would all change when she would meet Brian.
I couldn't really read Brian when I first met him, and I just remember staring at you, and I was like, this is the guy that Jessica's been raving about?
He was taller than me, but he also weighed half my body weight.
What I've come to learn is that Brian is a man of few words, but his gentle demeanor, his witty one-liners, and characteristic chuckle are some of the things that I really have come to appreciate about him. He has shown time after time that not only does he have a good heart, but he is also a great friend. And he's also a lot of fun to be around.
So I've known Jess for a while now, and she's probably the most genuine person I've ever met.
To my beautiful bride, I can't believe this day is finally here. Something we've been looking forward to and dreamt about for a very long time.
Too late for this to end. Yeah.
This night truly belongs to you. You will only experience this once, so please enjoy it.
I can't believe that I'm actually standing here because I feel like I've been dreaming about this moment and planning this speech since I was like 4 years old.
It's kind of like a Raptors championship. It happens once in a lifetime.
Yeah, I got myself too drunk on you to drive.
Yeah, I'm just excited to marry my soulmate.
I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and to finally call you my wife. I promise I will do my best to cheer you up when you are sad, to remind you how beautiful you are, and to show you how much I love you.
So I'm crashing here tonight.
To my son Brian and wife Jessica, may you have continued to grow together in love. My wish for you is that today is the only beginning of your happy days together. Remember to be kind to each other, be patient and understanding. Don't forget to communicate, to love and to love each other. Do these things and you will have a great recipe for a happy, long and successful marriage.
I've known Jessica for 30 years, which is all of her life and pretty much all of mine. As little kids, we used to talk about and dream about our future husbands and our future kids as if it were light years away. So it's pretty crazy to think that this day has arrived.
Brian, you are my family, my brother. I have your back for life. I still remember our talks at Ryerson and talking about how uncertain the future was. But as a lifelong friend and seeing you grow, I cannot be more proud of the person you've become.
You love in spite of the hurts. You love in spite of the upsets. You love in spite of the disappointments. You love in spite of the difficulties. And you forgive because you love. A couple does not begin marriage with a love that is perfect, no. But the love that you have for each other today will grow as you express that love to each other on a daily basis. Indeed, love is hard work. But true love, which is freely given and freely accepted, will see you through all difficulties.
Jessica, receive this ring
Brian, receive this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Jess, thank you for being my best friend. My life is so full of the memories that we've made together, and I can't wait to keep making more. You've grown to be such a strong, independent, and beautiful woman.
And to you, Jess, please don't ever change. You're a rare breed, and you make Brian one lucky man.
Today, just want to share with you that I'm a proudest day as a mother who walked baby down the aisle at the church ceremony.
I, Brian, take you, Jessica, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of my life.
I, Jessica, take you, Brian, to be my husband. I promise to be faithful to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, to love you and to honor you all the days of my life.
Jessica, we have always seen you as part of our family, but we want to officially welcome you to the Bardos family. Not only did my son find a beautiful wife, but I gained another daughter.
I'm too excited, honestly, to have another new son-in-law. Welcome to the family.
May the Lord in His kindness strengthen the consent you declared before the church and graciously bring to fulfillment His blessing within you. What God joins together, let no one put asunder.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna give it back to you.
To Brian, I know you would agree that this week has been quite a roller coaster, with lots of ups and downs, from being anxious and scared to angry, and then lastly excited for a big day. But there isn't any other soul that gives my life more spice and emotion than my soulmate. Thank you for putting up with me and keeping me sane at the same time. Love you in this life and in every other life. Our soul meets again.
And I'm sure you've heard it all before, you never really had a doubt.
I would like to thank my beautiful wife, Jessica, for everything you've done, not only for this wedding, but for the many years that we've known each other. I'm truly blessed to have you as my wife, and I promise to support you in anything that you do, cheer you up when you're in a bad mood, remind you every day how beautiful and special you are, and show you how much I love you. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you.
And there are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how.
As many of you guys know, they've been together for a while now. Their relationship was able to stand the test of time for a reason. A reason which I think we can all learn from. The most important foundation of love is friendship. And if you've ever been around Brian and Jess, you wouldn't mistake them as friends. They trust one another and encourage balance amongst their family, friends, and personal interests.
Thank you, Brian, for the last 10 years of my life. They say that your 20s are all about learning about who you are, what you are, and who you want in your life. And to be honest, I am lucky to be able to do all of that with Brian by my side. I will always love you in this life and every other life that we meet. So I love you.
In all the roads we have to walk are winding.
Today is my great joy and honor seeing so many smiling faces, family and friends who love and cherish my daughter and our family. And thank you, Joe and Mila, for raising a wonderful, handsome son.
Said maybe you're gonna be the one that sees me. You're gonna be the one that
To our daughter-in-law, you're caring, loving, kind, and understanding that make us proud of you. Welcome to our family. It only shows that your mother raised you well, even in her difficult time. We admire her courage and determination to succeed by raising and educating her two beautiful daughters. Moni, thank you for your friendship and kindness. We are happy that our family are now united. We are sure Brian made a good decision with his marriage and happy to see him married to the woman of his dream. Jessica is now official. You can call us Mom and Dad.
One day, Brian texted me. It was winter, and he asked me if I'm home, so he can drop it off something for Jessica. So I said, yeah, I'm home. But then when he showed up at my door, I thought that he's gonna drop it off and then gonna leave. And then I leave the door open, and it was cold. So anyway, he's still standing at the door. I decided to invite him in while I'm cooking, and then he's still standing. I'm still standing. Finally, he's not moving. He's not leaving. So I said, Brian, have a seat. At that point, he's asked my permission. My quick response, you have my full blessing. I have no doubt about it. At that point, I know that he is the one for my baby. But before he leave, he asked me, can I have the bag back?
Now I know this is gonna sound really egotistic, but I'm just gonna go off the record and say, if it weren't for me, none of you guys would be here right now. I played Cupid, so it's only right that I take full credit, even if I sound a bit like Kanye. I met Brian over 10 years ago. We met at our university gym in the most typical Filipino way, a game of pickup basketball. Now literally in the same year, I joined a Filipino association in university. This is where I met Jess, the only Cambodian amongst the sea of Filipinos. I guess you can say, from the very start, she had a type. One day, Jess asked me if I wanted to join a volleyball team and if I can invite one more person because we were one person short. Because volleyball is a non-contact sport, I thought Brian would be the perfect fit. He agreed to join, and the rest was history.
my new mother-in-law, thank you for everything that you've done for us leading up to our wedding day. You have always accepted and treated me as family, and I'm truly grateful to be a part of your life and to have you as my new mother-in-law.
You always wanted me to make good decisions, and you always taught me how to make good decisions. Just being in the background and just making sure I was okay. And I think I made a great one. So thank you for always having my back, Mama. I love you.
Let it flow. Proceeds to sprout. Make your own break. Let them grow.
I also want to give a special thanks to my parents for putting up with me all these years. You guys have sacrificed so much just so your family can live better lives. You guys always live such simple lives and have always focused on the important things in life. Family, friends, and karaoke. You both are so caring and endlessly show unconditional love. Thank you for helping us with the wedding, and I couldn't ask for better parents. I love you guys.
You always said right whenever star wonders. You always said lies whenever.
We would like to thank everybody for coming. And let's get this party started. Go, bro. Let's go.
Now that we can do everything.
I'd like to especially thank Jessica's mom, Moni, and the Pratt family for raising such a wonderful young woman and welcoming my son Brian with open heart.
We set out at the first light. We lit up with the sunrise.
To the mother and sister of the bride, who did everything to make this wedding a success. To everyone who made the celebration possible, thanks to all of you. I'm glad that our Filipino and Cambodian friends and family are now united to celebrate Brian's and Jessica's wedding. We wish them a lifetime of happiness and good health.
We will go from this day on.
To my new mom and dad, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family. I remember the first time Brian brought me home to meet you. I got out of the car and you were both just leaving the house and you didn't know I was coming. And Mom, you came out with open arms and you gave me a hug. You didn't even know who I was, but Brian just said, "This is my girlfriend, Jessica." And Papa Joe, you did the same. Everything Brian and I have done, you both have supported us wholeheartedly. And I am so happy that I can officially say that I am a part of your family, and I am so thankful that you raised such a kind and loving man that I can now call my husband.
We will go from this day on.
Brian, you are now my son-in-law. You have shown great respect to Mommy. Baby and Brian, Mommy love you both. You both are compatible because your values of love, caring, and respect. Mommy bless you both for long, happy, and healthy life journey.
Jessica and Brian, I wish you both a lifetime, an eternity of love and happiness.
To a lifetime of love and happiness. To my best friends, Brian and Jess.
We will go